What is up? This is Jim Ellie with Reactive Training Systems. If you're watching this video right now, then your worldview of powerlifting has just been ruined. All powerlifting is canceled. For the next few weeks, powerlifting as you know it is over. So you're gonna have to figure out something else to do with your life. By far, the scariest thing about a pandemic is the threat that it poses to your gains. Let me tell you, there's way more to do than eat food and watch TV. You're gonna be able to get jacked on the floor of your kitchen because that's all the space you got right now. You're gonna be bulking and getting jacked in your house for the remainder of your training career. In this video, I want to teach you how to maintain some of that strength while you're quarantined, while you're eating cheeseburgers on your couch, in bed, just eating in every room of your house because there's nothing else to do but eat food. Today I want to show you alternative ways to train while you're going to be laying low for a while, and I think that's okay. It's nothing to worry about. We have solutions, we have alternatives. Actually, My Shear has written an incredible article on our website about how to train while you're at home, and I'm actually going to go through all the exercises that I can perform with the equipment that I have in my 700 square foot apartment. Probably most of this is going to be done on my kitchen floor, so if you ever want to see a freaking workout done right next to a Ninja blender and a cup of coffee, then here's your opportunity. Step one, if you're training at home, you might have animals, like a dog. This is my dog. Her name's Luna. Oh yeah? Dude, look how fucking jacked I am. Yeah, it's crazy. Is that crazy? So the first thing that I want to talk about is that just because we're socially distancing does not mean it's the end of the world. It does not mean that our training is over with or that we've lost all of the strength and the progress that we've made in the last few years. Even if with each passing day it feels like you're getting weaker, your strength is going to be lost forever, that's simply not the case. You will be okay. This time last year I had tonsillitis. In March 2019, I had tonsillitis while I was traveling in Australia doing seminars with fellow coach Isabella von Weissenberg. I was so looking forward to training and getting freaky strong in Australia, lifting with my mates, and I couldn't. I got sick. I was in bed for 9 days straight, and then on the last day I decided to go to the hospital, and they're like, mate, it's a bummer. You got yourself some tonsillitis? Looks like you got some
tonsils a mate.
I was out of the gym effectively for 9 weeks. When all this kind of comes to an end and you can go back to the gym, you're gonna be a bit of a different lifter and you're gonna learn a lot more about yourself and what you respond well to. I was out of action. I was out of the gym for effectively 9 weeks straight. And after 3 or 4 training blocks, I'm now stronger than I've ever been in my entire life. You've established the lifestyle and the habits required to learn from this experience and to learn about yourself and then put a plan together when you have the opportunity to train again and get the strength back and more that you've spent years developing up until this point. So if you're like me and you don't have a lot of extra exercise equipment, then the first thing I would go to is push-ups. If you're not strong enough to do about 40 push-ups, then you can start with just doing bodyweight push-ups and going to about RPE 9 for each set. I like to think about push-ups like doing a front plank, but on my hands. Effectively, what we want is for the pelvis, torso, and rib cage to be in a straight line. Some extension is gonna happen, but we wanna think about neutrality if we can, and breathing through the core just like you would on a squat, on a bench press, or on a deadlift. The important thing here is body weight at RPE 9. So if you get to 40 reps and you're nowhere close to RPE 9, then we're gonna want to add some resistance. That's where something like a band will come into play. This is something that I use actually for like tendonitis, so it's kind of a blood flow restriction band. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put these in my hands and wrap it around my back to create some resistance so I can press against the floor. So the important thing is to create tension around your back so that you have something to press against. It's gonna look a little bit weird, it's gonna look a little funny, but when we are dealing with what we have. Perfection is not the point. For the next exercise, we got Luna distracting us, but that's always good because it's kind of like that guy that's in the gym that doesn't care that you're maxing out on your squat, and they just walk right in front of your camera and you're like, bro, get out of my face. This is distracting. And also, Instagram definitely is gonna be pissed. So I know Instagram's gonna hate this because who likes dogs anyway? Not me, don't know I have one. Okay, so the next exercise is gonna be a Bulgarian split squat. Now again, if you can do these with body weight without any problems, then do them with just body weight. But again, if you can do like 40 reps, then I highly recommend using BFR. So again, with these, you're gonna want to put around 50% tension in the band as you wrap it around your leg. So you'll know that you're doing this correctly. When you look at your legs, you're a little bit disgusted. You'll see it ballooning out of the band, and you'll think, I cannot believe anybody spends time with me. Like with all exercises, you can make them harder if you can find weights or something heavy to hold in your hands or put on your back in the case of push-ups. But since I'm at home and I don't have weights, I live in an apartment, it's kind of weird if I had a bunch of weights laying around. I have something better. I got almond milk, and you know what goes well with almond milk? Surprise. Orange juice. So this feels completely ridiculous, but it's all I've got. This one on the right weighs about 2.84 kilograms, and this one weighs about 3.7 kilograms if these are both filled up with water. So that's what I have, and that's what we're gonna do. Again, you want to level out stress using the stress index from the block reviews to determine what your average stress is in your normal training and equate that to this modified training stimulus. So the last variation that you can implement for all of these exercises is eccentric training. This is something that I've always found to be really beneficial, especially if you aren't used to these exercises. Eccentric training can be a way to really add some novelty. For the slow eccentric training, you're going to want to aim for RPE 9 work. Whether that's 10 reps or 40 reps, we want to keep within that range. If you hit RPE 9 under 10 reps, that's excellent. What we really want to do is match the stress. But most people, if you're doing powerlifting, you're going to be doing 10 to 40 reps. There are a few other exercises that you can do at home. However, I simply don't have the equipment for them. Those exercises include TRX rows and or pull-ups. Many people have a pull-up bar that they can do pull-ups on. You can apply all of these principles that I just talked about for the split squats and for the push-ups to the rows and to the pull-up variations. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it fun, informative, and helpful, and overall makes your social distancing experience a little bit more tolerable. If you want to learn more about effective training strategies away from the gym, then you can check out the reactivetrainingsystems.com articles page for 2 brand new articles about what you can do if you're training at home. All you need to do is go to reactivetrainingsystems.com and click on articles. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.